We're going to work together. I'm not going to dislike him because he's a Democrat. I've been a Democrat majority of my life.
What made you switch?
I'm about to ask, what made you switch?
You know, when the Democrat went so far left.
How so?
What does that consist of?
When they went so more into
Fighting for a
very
living
progressive and
But like,
went
what
away.
what does that mean, though?
I want to hear this.
Yeah,
I want
let
to
me
hear
say
this.
this. Let me say this.
What does that actually mean?
You know, when it went, and I'm to answer the question, when it went so far left, when it went away from the core values of taking care of middle class Americans,
Okay.
when it went based on focus on family values, when it went away from that and focus on taking care of the immediate needs of the people and went so big tent, they lost. They left.
But
What would
what,
be a
but what
big
does that
tent-
mean,
what's
though?
a
Like,
big tent
what-
issue for you that was like, you know what? I'm packing my ish and I'm gone.
You know, when
What was
they
it?
went into the trans situation, and I don't care what lifestyle you live, I don't care who you sleep in your bedroom, I don't care who you bring in your life, but when you messing with our children, and as a parent,
I mean,
But what
how
does
would-
that
hold on,
mean?
Yeah, how does that mean?
I'm gonna answer the question.
As a former librarian for the Houston Public Library, shameless plug, we used to have
Fund the
drag
library.
I love
drag,
our library
drag
system.
queen story time.
But
And as a
that's-
librarian,
But that's okay if you want to drag and do whatever lifestyle you want to do. But why you involve our children?
But what does that have to do with the Democrats? I don't understand. What
Because
is
that party embraced.
How is that?
That's a California way. In California, but I'm gonna answer your question. You may disagree. The California way infused into our remainder. The far progressive ways infused.
How?
So wait, my question for you,
policies.
my question for you is the okay. So I understand that. So you have an issue with the fact of the matter that the Democratic Party backed such a lifestyle that was impacting our children. So how do you feel about child pedophilia when it comes with the Republican Party and everyone that is a pedophile on that?
Is
side?
that a fact or that's just a perception?
It's
But wait a
a fact,
second.
darling, that we got some people that are
but wait a
Republicans
second.
right now
That's
having
a-
lawsuit behind sexual assault. We have a president in office right now dealing with sexual assault issues who is a Republican and leading that party.
What
so
you do
that's
in
an
your
issue.
again?
But wait a second.
Go ahead, man.
What is an example of the Democratic Party pushing what you said that we've pushed?
Okay, I'm gonna break it down to you. So if you go to many states, I use state of Florida. The state of Florida and many other states in California, they use Medicaid dollars to use to do sex changes
In
for our
Florida?
youth. In Florida, they do it. In
Ron
Florida.
DeSantis is Florida?
Regardless, it's
Yeah,
federal
'cause I
funding.
was like,
It's
Ron,
Medicaid
I don't know
funding.
about Ron.
Ron DeSantis
Medicaid
in Florida,
funding-
that's a
Medicaid
Republican?
funding that came from the Biden administration.
Really? Where?
Okay. The
Authorized-
Medicaid funding,
authorized through
look
what?
it up. It came from the Biden administration.
Authorized through
And
what?
so the point I'm making is and these funds and this through part of CHIP, okay? And so that's
What?
when yes, sir. Yes.
Amber's looking
So when all that funding came in, so where the money came from? Did this came out of these people's pockets?
That's not accurate.
It is accurate.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Because look,
Well,
So-
go back to my
So
original.
when
well, no,
I
hold
want
tight.
to I want
Go-
to ask
go back
I want
to
to
my-
ask for clarification.
Go
really
back to my
quickly.
original question he
Okay.
asked me.
I'll
So
hold
the
that
deal is
thought.
the fact that it went so far left in its social initiative with the trans and other things that I don't personally support. I don't care how you live your life. Leave our children alone.
I don't think
And-
they are attacking children when it comes to allowing people to have their lives be lived the right way. I believe that everyone should be able to have the right access to mental health care. I think regardless, like you're saying, regardless of who's in your bedroom at night, you should be able to have
what
the
you do.
same rights. But I don't think, well, I think it's astonishing that made you switch a whole demographic.
That's one of the things. Yeah, and
True,
that's
I did
one-
ask for one big ticket
one
item.
of the
That was a big
ticket
ticket
items.
item.
Let's let Isaiah in here.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I just want to say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I'm looking at this.
I hear this all the time about this idea that the Democratic Party went too far left.
It did.
But nobody can ever point to a specific thing
I told you.
that's associated with.
I
That's
told
not
you.
accurate.
That is accurate.
That's why
That's
I know
your
that's
opinion.
not. No,
It is
you know why I
accurate.
know that's not accurate?
Why it's not accurate?
Because those federal funds for CHIP cannot be given out without the direct authorization of the state.
That's not
It
true.
is- it is the state of Florida- excuse
No,
me.
that's not
Wait a
true.
second. Excuse me.
Every
No,
state is different. No, that's not true. You're an inaccurate.
Excuse
No,
me.
you're inaccurate.
I'm trying to answer.
No. But no. See, that's what I'm saying. Facts versus rhetoric.
What are
I'm
we
trying to
state-
give you the facts.
No, that's rhetoric. That's not true.
It's not rhetoric.
That's not
because
true,
the truth
sir.
is
That's not
that
true. You make
it is
yourself up.
Ron
Well, I'm looking at the
DeSantis'
Medicaid ban pertaining
whoa,
to
whoa,
that
whoa,
topic.
Go ahead. See what you got to say, man.
it is Ron DeSantis' Department of Health in Florida that authorizes where these CHIP funds can go. There's nothing that the Biden
The
can do
governor
to
not
author.
control how that goes.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
That is every
The
individual
state
state.
legislator can control whatever. Not this, but the state, the federal funding, the money's given to Medicaid. You know what I'm saying, from the federal government, give it to each individual state.
That's right.
Each provider can bill based on whatever the situation. They do not deny claims during the Biden years. They did not deny claims if somebody wanted to do a sex change. Would do if that's through medication, through the hormonal medication, all the way to the physical change.
The state
That is
doesn't have to
100%.
accept it.
Say it again.
The state doesn't have to accept
What
it.
you mean? That's up to them. But guess what? Most states have.
So you're talking about Florida, a red
Again,
state that is literally ran by Ron DeSantis in Florida.
Again,
That's
these
the
are
truth.
Medicaid.
That's the truth.
He do
You're
not
talking
approve
about
each
Mr.
one.
Culture
No,
Warrior
no,
himself,
whatever.
Ron
See, back to this
DeSantis,
rhetoric.
the one who
See,
literally ran a whole
you can do
campaign
that to Carmen. You're not
against
gonna
the
play that with
woke.
me, brother,
I'm being
tonight.
serious.
No, that's rhetoric. That is not true.
This is about the
Again,
truth.
No, that's not true. In the state of Florida, there's funding in the state of Florida, in all states, okay? And during the Biden years, that children can take medication for change, sex change, all the way to a full change. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. And that's what made me to leave. What made me to
But I
leave, walk
believe,
away from
didn't
this
he
program.
let that be a decision for the state to make that decision, not on the federal level? Am I missing?
Medicaid gonna pay Medicaid regardless. There's no
Every-
one size fit all. Chip, the way how Chip goes. Each state don't pick and choose how Chip is administered based on how claims are paid to the providers.
Okay.
If it's part of the if it's coded to be paid, it's gonna be paid.
That is absolutely not
It's
true.
no cherry picking. No,
It
that's
is
incorrect.
absolutely
So
not
what is
true.
Incorrect.
so we
Go
heard.
ahead.
So what would be the correct term for that? Because I'm saving
It's
battery over
coding.
here.
It's coding.
Because
The
I was
point
looking at
is-
DOD.
The point is that is not happening. What
states
you're
can't pick and
saying
choose
is
what's
not.
coded, man.
That is absolutely what
States
they
do
do.
not
They
pick
can't
and
But
do
choose.
that.
here's
States
Because didn't
cannot
our
pick and
governor
choose.
choose?
here's what I'm gonna just say.
You can pick how you want to do Medicaid
Here-
expansion, but you don't pick and choose how medical bills
you
are
know
coded.
what? Let's just go.
You
here.
say that ready for someone else, man.
I'm just gonna give it to you direct.
I'll
I'm
give
a
it to you
straight
direct,
shooter,
too.
right?
Yeah.
When it comes to this issue, you want my honest opinion? I don't care. I don't care how a parent decides to raise their kid.
I got
You
a
know
problem with
why?
that.
You know why?
Why?
It has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I don't give a flying fuck.
Or do you have a child?
You know why?
Do you have a child?
I do.
What
I
does
do.
that have to do with me?
I'm a parent, okay?
Yeah, so am I.
I'm telling you, this is when it comes down to
That's you and your
when
kid.
you get older.
Thank
when you
you.
get older, no, so let me say it this way as a parent. When you get older and when you have a child, life is going to change. And I'm gonna say this loud and clear.
You're seeing
life is going to change. No, I'm gonna give it up. Life
See,
is going to change.
as
And
a
like,
mother,
life,
Wow.
you know, life is going to change. And I know it changed. It's changing.
this is absurd. This is absurd.
Listen to what I have to
This
say.
is absurd.
Listen
This is
to.
absurd.
No, it's
This
not
is
policing.
You know what? You know what?
You
You
know
know
it's
what?
not policing.
I gotta be able to say something for more than
No,
a
no,
minute.
I'm gonna say
right?
this.
I gotta
And
be.
I
I gotta
gotta
be
say
able to say
this.
something. 'Cause this
You
is-
have to, when you become a parent, life changes because life is not about you anymore. It's about those who you love. It's about your legacy.
That's right.
And you want to make sure the fact that your child can live a life where they continue your legacy. Let me finish, please. Allow me to finish, please.
But you're
to
fi-
allow
you
to live
filibuster
your
a lot.
legacy.
You
Allow your
filibuster.
legacy. No, you may not
A little bit,
disagree.
little bit. Go ahead.
Legacy to wherever you want to do. No, because you used to dominate stuff. You're not going to dominate me today, brother. And to actually do what it takes to make sure your child have a life to live and live in the abundance of the pursuit of joy and the pursuit of happiness.
But as,
Okay, but can I?
as doing that as a parent, a lot of that in that
Okay.
dialogue you just said was
Right.
how I provide for my child.
Yeah, and-
that does not affect an outside child of
Right.
how you raise your
But
child.
let me.
But my child got to.
But wait a second.
If my child got to go to school
So you don't
and be
wanna
exposed,
yeah.
if my child go to school, be exposed to
Let-
a book
let-
that
let- let-
tells
let
me
me
about
get to
drag
this.
queens, and I got to explain to my 6-year-old
Okay.
child.
You
I
should.
had one-
That's part of
Let me.
sex education.
If I
You
got to
should
change my
educate your
6-year-old child, is like, Daddy, can I just switch up and be a giraffe tomorrow, or be whatever?
So you're only going to support your child and go
Wow.
by the demographic of what you want.
I gotta
Because
get
it
to
sounds
this.
like you're controlling and molding a child and not raising that child.
Again,
Let's
As a
let
parent.
Isaiah.
Go ahead, Justin.